Hello everybody. Today we are going to have a little bit of a talk. This is the third day that I am trying to build an Android app because I have been taking some days off from work, and I just wanted to learn new things, try new things while I'm having this time off. And it had been more challenging than I thought. For the developers, you are allowed to laugh. And then for the designers and other people who are interested in developing new products, I hope this will be inspiring for you, or maybe it will be uninspiring for you, like to learn what not to do. Uh, the thing is, I decided to develop Android apps because with the Apple app stores for the app development, they were requiring some business registration, and I thought I would like to have more like a app publishing without a business registration, and I didn't want it to be under my name as well. But long story short, I decided to go for the Android app store. And then when I was trying to build an app for it, I figured that it wasn't as straightforward as developing for web. And also another thing I think to note is that, there are these tools for vibe coding that promise you to make things much easier and simpler. For example, Lovable is a good example. With that said, I was thinking something a bit more long term. I said to myself, I have been experimenting with Figma Make, and I figured, okay, this is very easy to use. With that said, for the long term, I want to understand the code better. I want to understand the whole process of app development or product development better. So that vibe coding concept felt a bit shallow. So then I said, maybe I should look into real development tools and combine AI with those so that I can both learn more technical details at the same time build some very, very, very simple things. So how did that go? It didn't go so well so far. I was using Visual Studio Code, and I really wanted to use GitHub Copilot because I figured it is combining the best AI tools. So you don't have to rely on Grok only, or you don't have to rely on ChatGPT only, or Cloud Code, or you just get the best of everything with their tool that they're providing to us. And with Visual Studio Code, I made myself a bit familiar before. It was, I think, last summer, so that went well. At the same time, a month or 2 months ago, I tried Fire Studio Code as well, which is a Google's product, but it was a bit more like vibe coding tool as well. And then, going back to the topic of me wanting to use a bit more advanced tools for development, I think it is worth exploring, and it is worth investing time. But I just would like to say that it wasn't I will just sit a couple of hours, I don't know, every once in a while, and then I will make these great apps. I was sitting 12 hours straight yesterday, from noon to night, since now I have got the day off. There was this something called Gradle, I don't know, it's a package for Android app to run in this emulator, to work using all my credits in in co-pilot of the GitHub. So then I was like, I felt so bad. Like I felt like, okay, like this is not as easy as I thought it to be. And of course, there is a path forward now I can see, which I decided to use Android Studio Code from the get-go and run GitHub Copilot on there instead of using it on Visual Studio. With that said, also this GitHub flow took some time for me to wrap my head around as well. Like I was creating new repos, publishing things from Firebase projects to there, and then pulling or pushing whatever that is from the Visual Studio Code, making some changes with GitHub Copilot, again pulling or pushing whatever, merging stuff, and then like, you know, having this one source of truth that I can pull from different products, for example, and so on. So yeah, it had been very, 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 very interesting for sure. And then it was also much more complicated than I anticipated, because once you start to get those error messages that a package doesn't work and you're trying to understand it, but then some crazy stuff happening in your terminal and you are exposed to so many weird terms, and yeah, and you try to troubleshoot it together with AI, and the same, for example, that Gradle thing have happened on Firebase as well when I was trying to use their emulator too. It's just that like something got stuck and I don't know how to move forward with it. But when I first launched the app from the Android Studio, it seems to work. So I'm sure a tech-savvy person would be able to solve it. Probably there's a problem with my computer's configuration or something. So I have to find some workarounds now that I will just try different tools, like instead of using Visual Studio now, for example, using the Android Studio. And yeah, probably I will come across these problems again too. Yeah, so this is a little bit of a status update, and a little bit of also like sharing what you can expect when you are going through these kind of adventures with learning new skills, trying to get into the coding while you have got a background in another field of work. And I think this was super worth it, but it was definitely like 3 days of like full work. Like it was starting in the day and then ending before I go to bed, and like 3 days straight. And we will see what will be next. Am I going to be able to build the app or not? Yeah, so this is a little bit like a vlog that we can follow my adventure together. I am wishing you a very nice day. Bye bye.